Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with such an esteemed group of B2B colleagues. I'm Bob Carrigan with IDG. I was asked to give predictions on the future of B2B media and marketing, kind of a big topic. Who knows the future? So this is part observation, part prediction, part call to arms. And I'll blurt it out in just a few minutes because that's all I've been allotted. So it's 8 things I'd like to share with you. 8 things. First, with regard to mobile, it's not mobile first, it's user first. I'm on a mobile first panel at a conference in about a month. And the reality is that the way we look at the world at IDG, it's a true multi-screen world. And the approach we're taking is more, while we do a lot of native apps, and it's hard for me to speak on behalf of the entire company. We operate in 97 countries. But we're moving much more to a more responsive, adaptive design. And we try to think about the user holistically and what they're doing throughout their day. And also when it comes to putting the user first, we think about mobile as a way to authenticate into a larger relationship. And this is a key opportunity, I think, for B2B when you look at what the FT and the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times have done in leveraging mobile as a channel for authentication into a larger subscription relationship. This is a key opportunity. So putting the user first is a key focus for us. It's not to say that mobile is not important. Mobile is hugely important. But we have to deal with the user through the conventional web, mobile web, tablets, phablets, all kinds of screens, and we'll continue to do that. The medium is increasingly informing the message as we move to more and more to mobile. At IDG, we've covered every wave of the computing age, from the mini computer era to the mainframe computer era to mini, to the desktop, to the mobile space. And over time, that medium that we report on has increasingly become the place that we publish upon. And certainly from a user perspective, the bar has been raised. We see that users have a much higher expectation for design and navigation and usability. And so it's really about that experience. It's not just about content delivery. The bar has certainly been raised. And design is not typically a strength, I think, for B2B, certainly not in our case. And so we're very focused on user experience and again, raising that bar, creating newer ad formats that are optimized for the experience. These are all critically important things as the users, their direct experience, as they tell us, absolutely is part of the quality and perception and how they, what they think about the content. And so the medium is certainly informing the message. The consumerization of IT in the enterprise, what we call SITE at IDG, is not just a phenomenon for the tech category. It's affecting all industries. We reach lots of business categories represented in this room, and users are driving IT strategies now in new ways. And so whether you're serving healthcare or retail or banking, in a way, the tail is wagging the dog. And we need to make sure that we're delivering content to users at the right time and place and in the right application and how they're using this technology. That's something we think a lot about. When you think about the opportunity for B2B, we have a tremendous upside with the data that we generate. Big data is all the rage these days, data targeting, DMPs, things you hear about quite a lot. This has been a big area of focus for us today. When you think about the expertise that we have in our categories, the taxonomy, our sites, the quality of the editorial, that experience with the users, that generates all sorts of activity that can then be used to do all sorts of sophisticated ad targeting. And what we're doing more and more is meshing our first-party data with advertiser data and creating new audience segments and new places to focus our advertising. And so again, I think this is a particular opportunity for vertical publishers. And I think it's a shame if you're just doing deals where you're handing your data off to third parties. At IDG, we believe in creating our own network of curated sites, our own data management platform, bringing those solutions directly to marketers and helping them buy. And in many cases, they're buying programmatically, And this is a very big and real opportunity right now. I think in the UK, it's estimated that about 12% of online advertising is moving in this direction or has moved in this direction. It feels bigger than that already, and it feels like it's growing at a much faster rate than we expected. And again, I think this could be a threat, but I think it's a huge opportunity. And more advertisers are partnering with data management platform providers and looking to do very sophisticated next-generation targeting. And so, again, this I think is a very big opportunity. And again, this is a mix of predictions and observations, and take it for what it's worth. Technology development is a critical part of all of this. And it's not so much developing original technology, but integrating all these various solutions that are part of the ad tech ecosystem, certainly when it comes to new and native ad formats, CMS's mobile development. I find that we're building more and more of a tech development team to be able to handle the myriad of projects that are critical in bringing these products to market, whether it's in data, mobile, et cetera. Content. When it comes to content, I believe that our strategy and the way we go about doing things as an industry must evolve. Certainly quality journalism is at the core. In IDG, we employ over 1,000 journalists, and editorial is at the heart of what we do and will continue to be. But aggregation and curation are becoming more and more part of the strategy. It's not just about pushing out content, it's about conversation with the readers, and contextually presenting vendor content and user content alongside editorial content is the programming strategy that we consider to be key at IDG. And again, I don't mean to generalize, but it's certainly, we're very aggressive about making sure that we inject user feedback into the environment and present advertisers. It's a great service to our readers when they see advertiser solutions integrated alongside important editorial, and making vendors part of the conversation as well. And finally, services. The services stack that we're focused on building is really just a critical part of our business, this marketing services array of things that we're doing, from content services, lead generation services, research services, providing social media services, data services. All of this, and I could go on and on, is a stack that increasingly is becoming important to marketers as they move beyond standard advertising. And frankly, as more and more standard advertising moves to programmatic buying, this is going to be, I think, a critical part of the business as we go forward. And if you look at what we're doing here in the UK, for instance, and I know we have some members of our team represented, we're certainly serving print and digital and events, but layered on top of that is a whole array of services to help marketers accomplish their very customized objectives. And this is a big area of opportunity, I think, for the B2B space in particular. I know we'll have much to talk and debate about. Thank you very much.